This is what the great teams do. After a loss, they pick themselves back up and they respond with authority. 8 games in the NBA tonight to go through, and we start with the team sitting atop the West. Warriors back at home tonight after a rough road loss to the Clippers. On the other side of things, Atlanta coming off a great last-second win thanks to the Great Barrier Thief. Early stages of this one, there is Steph against the Great Barrier Thief, keeping it away and flipping it up and in with a foul. Later in the first, signs of some Warrior defense. Trey with the turnover, Warriors out and running, Kuminga finding Buddy buckets in the corner. More from Buddy moments later, Dubs already up by 16 and Buddy finding that comfort zone from 3. Second quarter now, Warriors out and running, strength in numbers in full effect. Moody to Buddy. The effort from the Warriors tonight was fantastic. Wiggins an offensive rebound, Curry from downtown. They came into today tied with the Thunder for first place in the West. And check this out, Kyle Anderson stripping Trae Young and then finding Draymond on the other end. Final seconds of the first half, they're the only team in the NBA with a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense. Steph with a steal from the Great Barrier Thief and then Wiggins a dunk. Fourth quarter, final touches on this one, a blowout win. Andrew Wiggins again. It was domination from start to finish for Golden State, and how about Andrew Wiggins in this one? 27 points, 7 boards, and efficient. A great win for the Dubs today. Unfortunate news for the Dubs as DeAnthony Melton officially ruled out for the season. He's going to have ACL surgery, praying for him and a speedy recovery. Golden State continuing to rock and roll in Phoenix. The Suns are skidding down the standing. Tonight, a matchup against the New York Knicks and Jalen Brunson on fire. For the Knicks, it's the start of a 5-game road trip, and they're starting to find their stride. This is how you set the tone in the first quarter. Jalen freaking Brunson. Final seconds of the first, Knicks up by 14, find the former Phoenix Sun, Mikal Bridges. We knew the Suns were going to have problems without Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant, but it's starting to get really ugly. In the meantime, though, the Knicks had a slow start to their season, but now we're seeing last year's Jalen Brunson ISO bag infinite. With the way Karl-Anthony Towns has been playing all season, to see Brunson start to find his groove is a scary sight. Third quarter, Knicks up by 14. No mercy at all from Jalen Brunson, who also dominated in this building last season. This goes without saying, just flat out, when you have your 2 stars playing at this kind of level, it's going to be hard to beat you any night. The Knicks dominate on the road from start to finish. 36-10 for Jalen, 34-10 for Cat. I keep saying it every time they play, but this dude has been different this season. Karl-Anthony Towns only had 5 30-plus point games last season. He already has 6 as a Knick in only 13 games played. This is not about big market bias. Cat has been flat out better than ever this season. He's averaging 30 and 10 over his last 8 games. Those are MVP type numbers. For the Suns, my goodness, what a difference a few weeks makes. With Kevin Durant, 8-1 first in the West. Without him, they're 1-6, and now they fall all the way to 8th. KD was playing at an MVP level, so it makes sense. Now off to Los Angeles, the Clippers hosting the red-hot Orlando Magic, winners of 6 in a row. Both of these teams rely on their elite defense, and tonight without Norman Powell in the lineup, the Clippers would really rely on the defense. Early in the first, here comes the Folger Soldier, Amir Coffey. Second quarter, a big part of the recent Magic success, the development of Anthony Black. Clippers up by 2, 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. There's the Folger Soldier again. But now here's another example of that elite Orlando defense. The Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Franz Wagner, the scoop and score. It was a neck-and-neck battle into the second half, but in the third quarter, the Clippers take command. Clippers up by 9 and extending their lead in the third. Derrick Jones Jr. to the rim and 1. The Clippers had lost their first handful of home games, but now it seems like they can't lose at all in the Intuit Dome. Fourth quarter, there's that Clippers defense again. Jordan Miller getting some minutes, getting the deflection and the steal, and then getting the dunk. Clippers up by 15. Final touches on this one for the Clips, the second greatest shooter ever.
Like every game, find a way to win. Defensively, our intensity and our togetherness, communication, all that got to be every single game. That doesn't change for us. Offensively, just making sure we get a shot up and knowing what we're trying to accomplish on the offensive end.
Sixers were in Memphis tonight. I made a full recap of this game on my page. I can't believe we've reached this point. They're 2-12 now. Prayers up for Paul George, hoping for a speedy recovery. Blazers and Thunder today from OKC. The Blazers playing with a ton of confidence. Scoot Henderson to Toumani Camara. Late stages of the first quarter, the Blazers came in winners of 3 in a row for Oklahoma City. Such a welcome sight. Welcome back, Hartenstein. Now in the second, the Oklahoma City specialty. Defense leading to offense. AJ Mitchell pokes it away. Caruso the slam. But in this first half, Portland not going anywhere. Winners of 3 in a row playing with a ton of confidence. All tied up early in the third, it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so silky smooth. Shai not messing around here early in the third, right back to it next possession. Into the third quarter though, Portland only down by 2 and Denny Avdia gives them the lead. Fourth quarter and more from these young Blazers, down by 2, what a revelation Shaedon Sharpe has been. All tied up, 7:25 to go, Thunder needing a spark and they turn to their all-star, at least he should be, J-Dub. And now this is what the Thunder have been waiting for. Signs of life from Oklahoma City's bigs. Isaiah Hartenstein, what an impact. Thunder up by 7, 3:50 to go. There's Hartenstein again, this time the assist to J-Dub. This is a fitting way to end it. Hartenstein's going to make a lot of fans very quickly in Oklahoma City. The Blazers fought really hard tonight, hats off to them, but Isaiah Hartenstein, a perfect fit for this Thunder team. 13 points, 14 boards, he's going to be a fan favorite in OKC. Just another night in the office for J-Dub. He doesn't have to play center anymore. 30 points, 8 assists, 7 boards. Pelicans and Cavs today from Cleveland. The Pelicans rolling out one of the craziest starting lineups we will see in a long time. Two teams literally headed in polar opposite directions. A season that's been a nightmare for the Pelicans. A season that's been a joy for Cleveland. Coming off their first loss of the season in Boston, this is how you respond. The rookie Jalen Tyson getting his first start of the season. Rich just keep getting richer. Remember, we haven't seen Tyson yet all season. Here he is making an impact with a tip out to Ty Jerome. Didn't have Darius Garland tonight, but they did have the former champ from the University of Virginia. All season with Ty Jerome, he's been a godsend for the Cavs. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it is confidence. And tonight, he completely stole the show, just back-to-back-to-back triples. This one was never in doubt. The Cavs dominate all game, and Ty Jerome with career highs all across the board. Gotta give a shout out to the Cavs' first round pick too in his first career NBA start, 16, 11, and 7. Sorry, Pelicans fans, I know this has been a really rough season for you, but maybe a silver lining tonight. Antonio Reeves, 34 points. They gotta get him some more playing time. Bulls and Bucks today from Milwaukee. The Bucks coming off that dramatic last-second win over the Rockets. First quarter, this is what the Bucks have been lacking all season. Role players stepping up in a major way. AJ Green. Second quarter now, Bucks up by 8. More from their role players. Gary Trent Jr. for 3. Bucks up by 14. The role players playing well, but of course the Greek Freak leading the charge. Bulls trying to muster a comeback late stages of the first half. Zach LaVine has been different this year. Third quarter, 9 minutes to go in the third. Did you see what he did the other night in Detroit in the fourth quarter? But the difference tonight in Milwaukee was the Bulls had to stop this Greek freaking bodybuilder. Giannis was just toying with them. God bless Julian Phillips' soul, but he does not stand a chance in this matchup. Unfair. The Bulls actually got it within 3 points here in the fourth quarter, but with 6 minutes to go, it's Giannis again finding Splash Mountain. The Bucks move to 6-9 now on the season, and Giannis, my goodness, 41 points, 25 of them in the third quarter. By the way, a shout out to Splash Mountain, 21, 5, and 3. And more good news for the Bucks today. Chris Middleton has been medically cleared for a period of time, but is still working to feel physically ready for his season debut. And last but not least, Pacers and Rockets tonight. Rockets coming off that dramatic loss in Milwaukee. End of the first quarter, as soon as he comes into the game, he makes an impact. Tari Eason, the steal and the layup. Second quarter, it doesn't always look silky smooth, but he is so effective. Rockets up by 13 with 3 minutes to go in the third. Fred VanVleet's turn. They've done such a great job of doing it by committee. Tonight, they did it by committee again. VanVleet again. Very next possession, it's Jabari Smith Jr. from the corner. The Rockets dominated this game. Alperen Şengün once again, 31-12. Don't forget Jabari Smith Jr. either with 23 points, 8 boards. For a team that made the Eastern Conference Finals, starting the season 6-9 is not good at all, but shout out to Quentin Jackson tonight, 24 points in his first career start. But man, Tyrese Halliburton, what is going on with him? 4 points tonight, 1 of 7 from the field. His up and down season continues.